There's nobody here to help. Except my Paul. Thank you, Paul, for helping.
Whatever.
Yeah, yes, nice pickup. That's our tic-tacs. I've been working on everything. I'm trying to get stuff out. And I have finished. I finished it. The boys got a lot of it done, but I have finished the job. And we also got this in, but there's only me to enjoy it. It's coffee from Bones Coffee Company. This was sent to us by Damon, who's ordered the jacks to open for the fall, for Christmas. But I helped him fix an 8-ball champ he bought from a competitor. Creep. You know what the problem was? There's a capacitor that's jumpered over the tilt bob, and you have to cut it off.
Flux capacitor?
Close to it, Paul. God, this smells good. Jeez.
What's the difference between the coffee and you? That smells good, and you don't.
Oh! Alright, look at this thing. It is a work of art. I'm very proud of how it turned out. It was decent when it came in, because they had already put some LEDs in, but we had to change some to make them the way we like them. And we've added lights. Of course, we added this. We've added our Light-O-Matic blue and red. And of course, red and blue. My own invention. I think we started doing that 6 or 7 years ago. We had to rebuild the flippers. He had gotten it shocked. Now, here was a really unusual thing. We should have known this. It was missing sounds. He told us there was a sound problem, and he was sick and tired, I guess, of the guy he got it from. Didn't know what it was. The guy had burned 4 new ROMs. Okay. I'm gonna burn the ROMs! Well, one of them, there, that's better. One of them was bad. Had the wrong check sums. So we fixed that, and some of the sound returned. It was missing sounds. It was working, but it still was missing sound. It was missing some speech. We could not figure it out. We thought the soundboard up here was bad. We already switched this. Once we figured out that one of the ROMs was bad, that the guy burned or ordered. So we tried several of these soundboards, and none of them worked. The same problem. Kurt discovered that there was supposed to be a chip there too.
Kurt?
Yes, my Kurt, he's not here. Anyway, I figured, I can't remember the chip's location and all that, so it was kind of flustering, but that solved it. Problem solved, game done, capacitors changed, Frank's battery board installed. Oh, you have to change these caps now on the logic board. You can't get around this now. The 3 caps here, they are leaking, and the caps up here in the corner of the amplifier, you have to change them. These things here, they start to leak and then they drip into this chip that holds the memory from the battery card. We also put a cap over here in the flipper board, just for good measure. Now, the guy had already gotten the LEDs, so we were not there from their pen schools. So he had already purchased them, put them in. So it's nice, isn't it? Isn't that great? Incredible game, one of the best games of all time. It will never be beaten for sheer play and fun. And his game even came with this handy dandy box. Now, we are putting on a new sticker that is going on here. See how ugly and worn this is? These are being printed by Jeff at Classic Arcades right there. We order sheets of these. You can see the dots. He pre-cuts the holes, which is nice. So you just peel it off, stick it on, and you are done. The flippers are rebuilt. Most important thing about this game is it has my sticker here, my 41-year sticker. 41 hard years. You know, we shot some footage.
I thought that was your waist size, 41.
No, it's bigger. Thank you. Anyway, we shot some footage of Richard May, and the game's going to England. Let's watch it. Oh boy. Lenny is coming, he's volunteering, he's coming and helping us get the elevator on its way. We got LED lighting. This is going to Richard May. It came out nice, didn't it?
It's pretty.
It was pretty much done. We had converted it to power. It did come in with the power conversion, but we converted everything to 220. So Richard will just have to cut off the plug and convert it. Oddly enough, the person never serviced this board. The static board was ice cold. So that was serviced. That was actually serviced a while ago, wasn't it? I think it was, it says December. Yes. Now, Lenny, how did you know I'm an expert at this game? Here, take Mr. Camera.
Expert.
Oh God, you locked it. Oh, it's on free play. Kurt, do you have the key for this? Oh, it's in here. The round key's in the front. I'm flustered. Lenny came in, thank goodness, today to help. Because I didn't know what we were going to do. We still have to pack and crate this, you know, Lenny. Oh crap, I didn't want to do that. I had to finish them off, didn't I? Where's my red door? This crap. Junk. Donkey Kong. We need to move the power converter. See, we converted it, look. Our trusty power converter. Lenny, the camera is cockeyed again. I don't like to appear cockeyed. Wait a minute, here, let me try to straighten it out. You know, Lenny, now keep it there like that. I can straighten this out in the program like this. See? Now I'm straight. Now I can turn it over like this.
I don't think so.
Curdy came in to pick up his toolbox. He's leaving me too, little creep. All right, let's look at the Donkey Kong. Here's the Donkey Kong. He wanted us to essentially go over it, put it back together, because he's sending a dual board. See, when you hold the buttons down, it switches over to Donkey Kong Jr. It's a great board made by Mike's Arcade. You can send him a Donkey Kong Jr. board because that has more memory capacity, and then he can put that system in. Well worth doing. Then it holds the high scores. It also has the free play mode. The free play mode, right? He said, please leave it the way it is so it looks like it's been used. We changed, the bulb was bad, so changed the bulb, and of course broke the marquee. So I have to send you another in the next. Richard has more stuff coming, but we put in the back of the elevator action a box of stuff he wanted, and there's more stuff here. They're converter plugs, so they're in there in that box for him. Now, we rebuilt the original Donkey Kong power supply with all new caps, so that's been rebuilt. That's the board he sent us that was installed with the extra stuff in it. Frank had gone through this before he left. Somebody had changed the caps, so we left the caps alone. Somebody went through and put new cap kit in, or most of the caps at least, so we didn't bother with it. Wired, just like our Tron. Shall we go over to see the Tron? the another game that was pretty much done when we got it. We had to go over it. The controller was ice cold, the optic board. I don't know why people just ignore that. But game is in good shape. Trying to think if we put the T-molding on it. I have to ask the boys. We put LEDs in the front door. Frank, before he left, put the converter in the bottom and cleaned up the wiring because they had wires stretched everywhere. We also put Frank's battery board in here. You see how nice and neat? Oops. Right there. See, so we took out the rechargeable battery. We didn't want to use the rechargeable battery. The Varda. And we marked it here, and there's our converter. It came in with the power supply in it, but it wasn't in right. It was, Frank just cleaned it up. Now it looks nice and neat. Then we also reheated the amplifier board. Oh, and the monitor got recapped, and then all the light tubes were changed. We had to put a couple starters in. This one needed a starter. There's 3 new white. There's 2 white. There's a black light blue. And then the true black light here. They're all brand new. So it looks nice. Considering, and you know, Richard May also posted a video for us so we could actually see what he looks like in his game room. There he is, that's Richard May, and these are some pictures from his game room. He's got the Challenger, which is a pretty rare Centauri game. Also, I Spot a Jump Bug, a really good game too. And look at that tiny little Karate Champ. The Pinball Channel Nintendo Arcade made a 45-minute video with Richard. And I'm going to put a link of it up right here that you can watch, and also one at the end. Thanks for sharing that, Richard. Wasn't that good?
That was great.
Am I great?
Oh, you're great.
Now, let's go next door, and we'll see what they look like palleted. He wanted them wrapped in blankets with the angle patterns on it, and they're being picked up by Precision Moving and Storage. So we're not actually handling the pickup of the machines. But I think we're ready. Well, here we are. Elevator action. And that is the exact weight. Okay, Donkey Kong. Okay. Look how light. Isn't that something? It's a lot lighter than I think you all thought. But that's the true weight. Well, they're finished. 3 separate overseas pallets. There's cardboard around all 4 corners to protect them. They're strapped twice onto the pallets. And here's the Tron. Well, that's a whopper. Whew. So the pallet and the padding adds another 40 pounds to each machine in weight. So they're ready to go. I have to share with you some footage my brother sent me while he's home.
Please don't.
Even though he's a volunteer, he could come in, but he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Let's see what it looks like.
Hi gang, it's me again with your coronavirus tip for the day. You know how when you go to the store and there's just no meat for you to eat and you're frustrated? What are you going to do? Simple as open the front door. Go on out and there's bound to be some roadkill, fresh roadkill. Just go out and get yourself a nice critter. Comes in. And you want to get it fresh. You want to get it nice and fresh. You don't want it old. Doesn't cook well.
God, that was awful. Rob, why did you send that? That was unfunny. Okay. I hope he doesn't send me anything else. Well, anyway, let's go back and look at Arachnid. I'm just kidding. Arkanoid. We're anchored down. The little cabaret is finally done. I didn't think this would get done. Walt, can you come in, please? Yes, closer. You've been filming for years. No, up. I need to be. No, you're drifting over to Ed. Creep. You're doing that on purpose. No, I don't want not this close. Look, I wanted you to see my arachnid anchor down.
Show them what they want.
Okay. This used to be an eagle or a phoenix. We're going to guess it was an eagle. The problem with the Centauri games is there was no fluorescent light. It would say eagle here or Centauri here. This was awful. This had a Romstar. Somebody converted it to ARKANOID years ago, but it was clear it was loved. But the guy brought it in for an overhaul, and I don't think we made any money on this because it was a mess. I found this overlay. There's no overlays that say ARKANOID on them anywhere. I found this, finally. The gear was bad and the stupid little controller. The monitor we couldn't fix. It was one of those goofy monitors. As a matter of fact, the monitor is... Walt, follow me, please. And don't walk into the door. No. You did that on purpose. Anyway, look, see the monitor? We capped it. It worked, and then the picture started to get the jitters like this. It's freezing anyway, like this. So that's it, I'm done. Throw it out. I didn't like doing that because it still worked, but I'm done. Done! Now look, let me show you the wonderful things in this. There was no on-off switch, so we put that in. It had the original power supply from 40 years ago. That's new, okay? The wiring was atrocious. It was atrocious. It's all been cleaned up. Logic board had to be removed and serviced and cleaned, and the control panel wiring was a mess. This was a really toilet conversion. But look, the new yellow T-molding, it's beautiful. And look, we have the wonderful button with a quarter that sticks on the front. Highly recommended you get that for your game. What do you think, Edward?
I think it's cool.
And look, this is designed for one finger, one
Pros.
I hate this game. It's a piece of crap. It's impossible to play. Oh, God. I wanted to pick up that pill.
Sometimes you gotta let them go.
Oh, a piece of junk.
It's a great cabinet.
Sometimes you have to. Now, because this isn't live, I have the ability to do this. And I don't even have to lift your glasses. Like that. I also have the ability to slap you across the face like this. That was a little too soon. That's better.
See this? That's good. I still like the ones where you hold this, hold this, hold this, and he goes, that's right, I'm the boss. And he drops it on his feet like that. That was a good one.
Do you remember that? What? I don't remember that guy.
That's Curly arguing with Mel. He goes, take the broom, take the bucket, take the ladder. He goes, I'm the boss.
I love the sequence where they're in like a cave. They're real close to each other and they're digging, and the
candle keeps going.
The pole, the shovel, keeps hitting Mo in the face. Bang, bang.
What's going on here?
God, it doesn't take much to make me laugh. Listen, Jared ordered this wonderful T-shirt from me. There he is. And look, he has the same one on. And he also got a card. You know, you can go in our store and buy this crap. Okay? Now we have another store that has mugs. and a tie with me on it. Zazzle.com. There's the other location. And when you buy from that store, our money accumulates in a pot. And then I can withdraw the money to buy mugs and things for myself. So it's kind of nice. There's also T-shirts. Adam Wallace. The Wallace mug's there, right?
Wallace is a
Wallace
legend.
took his hat.
I was looking for the mug.
Yes, yeah. Wallace was laid off. Everybody's gone. Everybody's laid off for now. Wallace took his mug. Did he take his toolbox? Yeah, took his toolbox. You know, Brother Rob made another one of his rotten videos. Shall we watch it and see what it's like?
Hi gang, I'm back for another tip for the day. You know, you've been to the store again, still no toilet paper. What are you going to do? So you search around the house, you come up with Junior's room. Junior's got a nice bear. He's got a nice bear up in his room. Bring it down to the toilet, put it next to the toilet when you're done. That's the easiest thing you can do. Now, I'm just about done here. Make sure you use all sides of the bear. And then, once you have your bear all done, once your bear is all done, you just throw them right in the wash, and you're good for the day. That's your coronavirus tip for the day.
That was pretty awful. Oh God, that was pretty awful. Well, we have more stuff to show. Yes, the video is not over. Let's continue. Walt, it's done. This thing has incredibly great stereo. Walt, try to hold the camera level. Bring it up here. No, turn it this way. That's it. You can hear stereo out of both stands. Sounds great. Look at this beautiful picture. This is the CPS System 2 bargain basement game with the stereo hooked up. It's got leaf switch joysticks, which is nice. And look, 22-year sticker. So we sold this 19 years ago. Monitor was recapped. Back then, it was in a private home its whole life, and it was a new power supply back then. Now look, it's using a Bally Midway stereo amp. And then there's the controls for that. Another bargain basement going out. Now the nice thing about this is that it switches with other cartridges. See, these come out, and then this cartridge is plugged in. Well, doesn't that stereo sound great? It slides in like this, locks in. I'm killing him. This is a great track. I like the soundtrack. Oh, that's great. He just froze me, I think. Anyway. But now he knows where the volume controls are. Bargain basement's fault. I'm exhausted. What time is it, Walt? Oh. You got to go to work tomorrow. Thank you for coming in and volunteering tonight. But before we go, Brother Rob shared another one of his tips. Shall we look at it?
Hi gang, it's Coronavirus Central. Listen, we're coping. We just came from Acme where they don't have any. Here's the checkout guy. Oh, they didn't have any toilet paper. Well, you know, when times get tough, you have to adapt. So I'm hooking up I'm hooking up a bidet for Gloria. We got this covered. Okay, so we'll be ready. If you need to come over, come on over.
Oh, God. Don't you wish you had a brother like my Robbie? Isn't that right, Robbie? Well, it's going out. Marvel vs. Street Fighter on its way. And my brother Rob took his wife to Parks Casino. Let's see what happens.
Well, we're excited.
Come on, Tucky, I'll race you. Come on, come on.
We're excited. We're going to Parks.
Come on, come on.
Yay! We're here.
No!
Let us in. We want to. Let us in. Loaded. Loaded. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Have a good day. Be safe.
Another game on its way. And unfortunately, we had to listen to my brother. Oh, you forgot your copy of Mr. Bill, huh? Thanks again. Thanks.
Take care.
I hope my brother's video didn't annoy you. Let's go and look at that shuffle alley. Yes, a tic-tac strike, a beautiful tic-tac. I wanted you to see something. Here is the shelf with all the rebuilt parts, new fluorescent bulbs and ballasts and starters. See how clean this is? Now, Walt, swing the camera this way. And here's the Strike Master.
Okay.
We're just starting on. Look at this. Look at this. It's just filthy. Now we have to, these are bad, you know, these are, well, you can see they're rusty. We're going to change these. The bulbs, this will all get washed and cleaned. Now, Walt already put the light bulbs in up top, so we got that part done. But the cabinet's been beautified, but it's still filthy. Look what's inside. So, got pieces and nonsense. Oh, I wanted to show you something. Well, you might find this interesting. You see this here? This switch, they give you a key. So the bartender can put the key in it. Yeah, it's a bartender. I'm going to try to put it in there. And then when he turns it, you know, this must not be the key for this one. But the deal was, when you turn this tumbler here would push these together, and it would reset the high scores. Now, of course, the high scores weren't that high. They were only like 200 or whatever. But anyway, let's finish with this here. The other parts we do to this, isn't it? It's really nice. And I know a lot of you don't like to watch these machines. The shuffle alleys as much. But, Walt, you've been here how many years now? Part-time.
Be 15.
And it's nice that he's volunteering his time now. That's very kind of him. I wanted to read you something, though, you might find fascinating. This is Sherry Black. We bought a pinbot from you last year for my husband for our anniversary, in case you don't remember me. It's working fine. I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if I told you that was the game. If I told you back then, I'm an electronics tech, but we repair electronic scales where I work. You know, like our brand new scale next door? And ever since I bought the pinbot from you and showed my coworker your site, he's been going online and watching my videos. I got a new fan. I'm going to skip, don't worry. Say, well, on Thursday, he showed me one of you shared about a trick to brighten up the vacuum display tubes. They're called FTUBAs. I probably got the pronunciation wrong. But on a Gottlieb pinball machine, we were both amazed when we saw that, because we work on scales that have similar display tubes that get dim. The units are nearly obsolete and you can't buy new tubes, but the scales they go with are really good ones that people don't want to part with. Well, guess what? She goes on to describe how to zap the displays in her machine. They had to disconnect the display to do it because it was connected to the rest of the machine. There was no way to unplug it. See, on the Gottlieb machine, you can unplug the display. Then you can zap it. But they couldn't do that. The displays were soldered in. But she got a whole bunch of them working. Do you want to know how to do it? Look at this video. It's another one of my great Todd's tips. Hope you watch it. And guess what? Brother Rob has one final awful video to share with us. I promised I would put the... I don't know. Is it really worth it? Let's go. Let's look at it.
Hi everybody, I'm back with your great tip for the day. This is your situation. You come home, oh, there's no toilet paper. So what do? You know all that paper your wife bought at Christmas time, $5 for 50 rolls? There we go. We just put the roll in here, somewhere in here. I don't know, but oh, we got your answer for the tip for the day.
They're done. No more. Oh my gosh, this virus thing's got to come to an end so we can get Rob back here and not shoot those rotten videos. Why can't he turn his camera like this? I'm gonna film more like this. This is a natural way to watch movies. Anyway, finally, oops, somebody clicked me. Finally, I decided I would run the beginning, the opening titles of one of my old videos that's really a lot of fun, and it features Tron in it. One of the upgrade Trons that we had the special NCOM marquee made for. But it also features what TNT Amusements had to do with the movie It. You remember the Stephen King movie? This may intrigue you. Watch the opening titles and wait for me to come back. Here we go. It 13/18th the episode. I'll have a link at the end, plus there's a link up here. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. It's just a couple of us here. Oh my. And thank you, Walter, for coming in and volunteering your time and getting all these videos done. We're not ready to end yet. That's 7-year-old Penny and her cat watching the video where I talk about her coming and visiting TNT Amusements. She was so pleased. And here's some pictures of her wearing her T-shirt in class, and there she is watching one of our videos, of course, and more pictures. Penny, I'm glad you like us here at TNT. That's really great news. And now you can tell everybody you're in another one of our videos. And now it's time to say goodnight, and we're going to exit with Dave Russell's piano arrangements from the movie Tron Legacy. I thought this was really sharp.